Smart Meetings TV in the middle of it all now, joined by David Kliman here on the floor of IMEX 2015 and talking about smart meetings. This guy is really smart about trends in the industry. So David, let's talk about the trends. What are we seeing in the meeting industry now?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of trends that are obvious. Things like the increased focus on sustainability and social responsibility, absolutely no longer a trend, but deeply embedded. And I think the question around will it cost more, do we need to do this, is being replaced by we need to do this from a either moral or organizational imperative. So that is certainly happening, and I'm all in favor of that. I would say technology 5.0, we're at that place where the need for an app and the need for paperless environment is absolutely there. And you see that here in the IMEX environment, where I would say probably 99% of the attendees and exhibitors are using their smartphone devices to communicate, and that translates out well beyond the show floor. Those are just a few things, as well as multi-generational, the impact of new generations in the marketplace and needing to provide content, flow, and just the whole thread and DNA of a meeting that meets the needs, the wants, the desires of not just one generation, but a multi-generation. Those are just a few things that I'm seeing.
Great, and you hear planners talking about this all over the floor with all the different suppliers. So you hear those conversations going on everywhere, and it's a lot of it driven by the millennials, right? And it's just what's happening in the industry with the health and wellness. All that stuff is just, it's all the trends of the industry.
Yeah, and I think health and wellness from the millennial point of view is part of it, but I think also as importantly is the intense desire for community engagement, where not just looking for the old school traditional trade show environment, but where there's a real sense of community. And I think you see this here at IMEX with the sessions that are going on both on the floor and outside. And the real, now that we're into, I think this is the 5th or 6th year of IMEX Las Vegas, and the maybe 15th year of IMEX since it launched in Frankfurt, 14th year maybe, where there are true communities that have been created through IMEX and through other organizations that have meaningful places in people's professional and personal lives. The millennials are driving that, the boomers are extending it, and it has a real place in our meeting and event world.
The mood here at IMEX, I mean, the meeting industry is up, things are happening, and it's just all growing, is that right?
Oh, absolutely. There is a strong seller's market for sure, without a doubt, in North America and beyond, and there's a real sense of passion and exuberance that I see on the show floor. The big brands certainly are enjoying long lines of planners that are in the appointment cycle, and even the new brands. I was at the Cuba booth not too long ago, so new for the United States of America to have normalized relations with Cuba, and the folks were over there and they were so glad to be here, and there were people that wanted to know about how do I do my meetings in Cuba. The world is flat.
Yes, keeping you up to date on what's happening at IMEX with David Kliman, who knows it all about the trends going on in the industry.